Hello, and welcome to another edition of Camille's Corner. I'm excited to come to you today, and I have my daughter Briera on the line with us tonight, and we're calling this one the wind down because we got some wine, we got some spirits going on here, so it's just relaxed, kind of an easy type, interview, whatever. We're just gonna talk about dating and everything that comes with that. She's in her 20s and I'm in my 40s. So, we got a little bit of things we want to talk about. And she's with her kids tonight, so if she has to go, we understand that completely. But we can hear her loud and clear. So I'm going to let her talk a little bit about herself to you guys.
Hi, my name is Briera. It's my mom. She just said that. So I'm 28. I have 2 kids, and yeah.
Okay, good. So what we're gonna do, we got a couple things that we can talk about. I've kind of wrote some things down so we can kind of get into them, and this is gonna be the like raw, uncut, because that's just what we do. We have that type of relationship where we talk, and some things I really don't want to hear. I'm just gonna be honest, but hey, if she wants to share it, then I go along. How mothers have to transition from them being your kid to them being their own adult self with their own lives and stuff. So, but anyway, so we're gonna get into this, and we understand that you with your kids. So if you need to go, you just let us know, and we can hang on for a second. That's no problem. So, what I want to start out with? I want to start out with how do guys usually approach you? Like when they try to holler at you, what do they usually say?
Well, hey, excuse me. Hey, go back over there with that. Go back over there and drink it. But well, this day and age, it's the Facebook thing. So they'll inbox you on Facebook or.
And what they say? Like they just be like, "What's up?" I mean, what's like,
"Hey, beautiful," or "You so gorgeous," or something like that. But very few approach you in person. But like if they do approach me in person, they'll just be like what's up, and you got a man, whatever like that. And then if I'm even if I'm not interested, I give them a number, but it don't be mine. But
okay, I gotta drink to that one.
Like you got a man or whatever. If I like him, I give him my number. So it's pretty much how it goes.
Okay. Well, okay, for me, it's a little different. I do get a lot of DMs too, but I really don't pay much attention to them a lot of times because, I don't know them. So it's hard to be like, what's up? Because a lot of times they're from other states and sometimes other countries. And, I'm not with that long distance crap. So I kind of like just overlook it type of thing. But in person, they may be like, they'll come and they'll say something like, "What's up?" and talk about something random. Because some one guy was like, he came to the car wash. I was at the car wash and I was wiping my rims off before I went through the car wash. And he was like, "Oh, we're going to take care of our rims now. We're going to take care of our rims." And he was like, that's what we do. Like, and then it was like, "Well, can I get that number?" type of thing. And I could tell he was younger than me. I could tell. And I really wasn't interested, but I did give him my number. And when he called, we really didn't have much to talk about. So I kind of like sort of ghosted him. So, but anyways, that's how that went. Because, I don't know. I'm not really into younger guys, but they're most times interested in me. I try to give them a chance, but A lot of times they just really want, somebody to be their mama or something like that. And I'm like, I'm good on that.
Yeah, they be having mommy issues. They be want a sugar mama.
Right. So I'm like, no, I'm good. And, as quickly as it started, be as quickly as it ended, because I'm just like, I'm good. And I just kind of ghost them. But, okay, so like another question. When do you bring him around your kids? Like, when do you know to do that? Like, bring them around, the kids if if you want to introduce them to, because, Zoe, she knows all. She's like, I think she's been here before. So, I don't know. She can kind of peep some stuff out, but if it's not.
I personally don't believe in bringing a man around your kids unless, I would have to be like, we would have to be serious. Like, for me personally, it would have to be like at least 6 months in. And
wow. Like, okay.
Real serious, because I really don't trust anyone around my kids. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like, excuse me, why did you do that? But I don't believe in bringing men around your kids because I don't trust men around my kids. Number one, well, not just saying men, but I don't trust people around my kids. And then, like, if my kids were to get attached to them, and then we stop talking, then like that'll affect them as well.
Yeah, for sure. So,
I don't know. I'm still struggling with that because I do want to find somebody nice for me and my kids, but at the same time, it's a challenge trying to juggle all of that, like juggle being able to spend time with that person, but also not bring them around my kids. That's true. That's real. Yeah, for real. So, that's just my opinion. No, I don't feel like nobody should meet your kids unless y'all are really serious. And then also somebody showing interest in your kids, because some people date and the person that they're dating don't necessarily care for their children, like don't show the type of interest in them or nothing like that. So I just want to make sure I know a person. Like, you can never really truly know a person, but I just want to make sure I know a person all around before I bring them around my kids. Right. Yeah, and that's sort of difficult because a lot of times you really don't know a person for real. Like, you really don't. And then you're in like months deep, and then you might be finding out something new or finding out something that they didn't tell you about, or, not really following through with some of the stuff that they said or whatever. So I can totally understand that. I mean, I know, the younger me made a lot of mistakes in that area. So I do get it. I do get that there's a balance, and there's that whole, I'm not really sure about this type of thing, should I do this yet? So because I only had one, that was you, it was like, okay, I only have one time to get this right, but I know I did a bunch of things wrong, So if I had another kid, I probably would have did things different because I learned from the first one. So I do get that. So let's see. I have the next one would be, what do you desire in a mate? Like, what are the things that they have to check off on the list for you to like them or date them or be interested? I know this probably sounds kind of crazy, but well, let's start off simple first. But he has to have a great personality, because I like to laugh, and he has to be, I ain't gonna say I like him pretty, but he gotta look all right, Okay. And it just has to be a pleasant person. Like, I like to have fun. I like to laugh, and then I feel like he has to be, responsible,
Oh
And
yeah, for
I
sure.
I want him to be church going as well. I ain't gonna say church going, but I want him to have a relationship with God.
Yeah, for sure.
And and then I would say um I would like him to be family oriented, of course, because I have children.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then like thinking on the deeper side, what thinking on the deeper side, I would like to know how he was raised. Give it here in my hand. Know how he pick it up. Know how he was raised because that a lot of times will show you what type of person they are anyway, like what kind of family they come from and stuff like that. So yeah, but I know just starting off, I'm not gonna be able to know stuff like that, but still, like that's something that I would have to check off my list too, because you'll never truly know. Like we just said, you never truly know a person, but you can kind of figure out some stuff if you see what type of family they come from and their family dynamic and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true. For sure.
So,
Mm.
what about you?
Okay, for me, of course, it'd be different now that I'm older, but I know I'm married because of love. I mean, I did. I love my ex-husband. I did, and then, of course, later in life, I got involved with an older gentleman, and he offered security, and so I mean, I was tempted to be in a relationship with him only because I had married for love before, and I felt like look where it got me. So then it was like, okay, do I love for security? You know what I'm saying? To make sure that I have everything that I need. My kid has everything that she needs, whether or not, the aesthetics were good. Like, he may not have been the best looking guy, or he may not have been like, a jock or whatever, or even my age. But I started thinking about, you know, mm, to make sure that everything's taken care of. I started thinking about that a lot. But I guess in order for but in order for him to for me to introduce him to you, I think now I think I can have both. I mean, I have that hope, and I can have the love and also the security. I mean, that's what I've been praying for years. So that's definitely what I'm looking for. So if he checks off all those lists, as far as, I love him, he loves me the same. I don't like love him more, or, vice versa, but we have the same commitment, and we both are looking for the same things in life, and can love my grandkids like I love them, and love my daughter like his own. I think, those are things that I definitely would want on my list. And he doesn't have to be a cute guy, because I'm not really into cute guys. I like them a little rough around the edges. I want to be the pretty one in the relationship. Just saying. And, but like I said, if he has a good work ethic, I don't even really, care what he does outside of, I'm not into, with drug slinging or whatever. But if he has a decent job, and he's truthful, he's committed, he makes me feel like, he has my back, or makes me feel like he has my back. I mean, to me, that's priceless. And I could just show him off to anybody. I'm ready for anything at that point.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Somebody that's loyal.
Yeah.
Somebody that's loyal and
For sure.
Respect me, and adore me and my children.
Right. Okay. So the next one I have is, what is your love language? There's 5 of them.
Well, mine is acts of service.
Okay.
Affirmations, and also physical touch.
Okay. Is that in the right order? Like,
in the right order.
Yeah, like,
I don't know if it had to be in order.
No, I'm just saying, I'm asking. I don't know. Is that it? That's how you like it, in order? Like you want your physical touch to be last.
Oh no, it don't. It's not in order. It's just
those
you don't
things.
even have to be all at the same time. But those are just my love language is like say one day you bring me some flowers or something or whatever.
Oh,
really can bring me some hot wings or something.
okay, because us big girls like to eat. I'm gonna drink to that. I hope you got your wine, girl.
Yeah, so
toast to that. We like food. It makes us happy.
Yeah, and then one day, um, like you come over and we just chill, watch movies, and just cuddle or something like that, and you know, it don't have to be all at the same time, but those are just my things. What about you?
Okay, well, for me, of course, my favorite is receiving gifts. But that's my favorite. But the most important for me is quality time, because, like, I feel like that's the most important because how are you going to get your physical touch? How are you going to get the gifts? How are you going to get the acts of service and the words of affirmation? I want them when you're giving me quality time. So, like, for me, that's just most important. Although I like receiving gifts. I'm like a kid on Christmas Day with some gifts now, but for sure, to me, the most important is quality time. So, and for some reason, I always get the ones that are kind of like my dad was he was like a workaholic, but he made sure we had everything we needed, everything, and most of what we wanted. And so, but he was always emotionally unavailable. And that's usually the types of guys that I usually get. The ones that I gotta get this, I gotta do this, I gotta get this, I gotta do this. But I'm like, well, what about me? Like, yeah. Okay, and then you might send me some flowers on Valentine's Day, but I like for us to go out to dinner. But I gotta do this and I gotta do that. And I'm like, oh, how can I break this cycle? Like, I just get the same kinds, like where they'll do all those things to give me that word of affirmation, sending me gifts, whatever. But that quality time, I mean, that is the worst. It's like, why is that so difficult? Like, I don't understand. I really had a problem with that for a minute because I was just like, why, is that so difficult to do? And then, so once you say it and once you tell people and once you let them know, like, this is what you want, then they'll come, but then they'll fall asleep while you're watching TV. And I'm like, wake up. And they're like, well, what? I'm here. And I'm like, that's not quality time to me. Like, wake up. Like, interact with me, talk to me. Give me that little, like you said, that cuddling, watching TV. Like, don't fall asleep. So that's it. That's what I struggle with. But I believe in that God has something in store. So I just be patient. But for sure, for me, it would be the most important be called quality time. So in that same thing, like, what do you think or what do you believe to be like red flags? Like, probably when we were younger or you were younger, we both were younger, we didn't really pay attention to them, but like now, after you've been through some things, had a couple kids, it's kind of like, you kind of see some stuff that maybe you probably didn't pay attention to in the beginning. And now you're like, now I know, you know what I'm saying? So, like, for you, based upon what you've been through or your experiences, what do you consider to be red flags?
Well, the list can go on, but
Oh, Lord.
red flags for me.
Give me the short list.
I feel like they could be different for different people, but
true.
Like when a man, if he kind of like, how do I say this? Like if he kind of like wants all of your time and your attention, like if he gets like upset that you can't, do something with him or go somewhere with him like that, because Like if you have kids or something and he feels like, he's entitled. That's the word I'm looking for. If you feel like he's entitled to my time when he really is not, because number one, my kids always come first. And as a man, you should understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't get upset about that. And if you do, then, obviously you're not for me, because my kids come first. And if you can't understand that I'm a single mother and, I have to work around my kids' schedule, then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
and
sure.
And they be like, well, it's all right, it's cool, but you can still tell that, they be a little mad or offended or whatever. But that's a red flag. I feel like when a man is like when you first start talking to somebody and y'all be playful and stuff like that, and he be like, oh, you better not go down, you better not go do this or better not do that. That's a red flag to me, because I feel like abusive men do that in the beginning. Like, they do that to see like how far they can get with you. You know what I'm saying? So like that, like being possessive and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, even in a playful way, I feel like that's a red flag, because I feel like they're really just trying to feel you out and see if you'll really go for that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I can't really say. I'm just speaking on my own experiences.
Of course.
So, and I don't know. I really can't just think of them off the top of my head, but
those are some good ones, though. I mean, for sure. Especially if you've been involved in a situation like that, you can kind of like spot it right away. Like, okay, back in the day, that was probably cute, but right now it's like, nah. Like, I'm good. I got other things I got to do. Then you can't respect that. Then, that's the issue. For me, I think if I call and you never answer the phone, you always calling me back, but you can answer when I call the first time. That's a red flag for me. If they, I don't know, it's just certain things that I've learned, like, because for some reason married men seem to just like want to be with me. I don't know why, but they do. And so if they're not upfront with that in the beginning, then it's like, okay, why, something's not adding up right. You can't do this, you can't go here, you can't do this. And, so something's up with that. So that's, for me, that's a red flag for me. And then if it's like really bad turmoil in their family, I mean, not necessarily saying that, it was their fault or whatever, but like if they can't stand their mom, or if they can't stand their sister or something like that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna want to know what happened, and why is it run so deep? Because I don't really like that kind of energy, and I'm trying to be stress free right now. Like, anything I feel like stresses me out, I try to stay away from, because I know what stress can do to your body, to your mental health and physical health. So if you're trying to do too much, and that's, for me, I'm like, you need to work that out, because I can't, I'm not into like a bunch of drama at this point in my life.
Yeah.
So
people that come from like that that falls back on like seeing how they was raised and stuff.
Yeah.
They got problems with their mama and their sister and stuff.
Yeah.
9 out of 10, they make it like a woman problem.
Yeah, for sure.
They'll take the out on you.
True.
So I done learned that too. So it's just, I don't know.
Okay, so tell me this: with this day and age, like, how do you tell or let somebody know you're not feeling them? Like, do you just ghost them? Is that what like the young people do now? Because like dating, what I'm saying, it's in the 20s versus the 40s, it's a little different. So I'm wondering, like, y'all just disappear, like you just don't say nothing, block the number. How do you let somebody know, like, okay, appreciate the date, but I'm good.
I ghost a little bit. Well, if it's somebody that I feel like is nice or whatever, then I just let them know, like, hey, like, you're a cool dude or whatever, but I just be like, I got a lot going on right now, something like that. But if it's like an asshole or something like that, I just ghost them. Like, I won't even say nothing, and I just be let them text themselves.
Drink some wine on that one.
Yeah, so.
Not text themselves. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
How you do it?
Well, I guess for me, a little bit of both. Like I will ghost, but every now and then, I'll feel the, I guess, need to write this whole paragraph, you know what I'm saying? And I'll do that for a while. And then after I realize they're not paying attention to what I'm saying. And it's like, okay. I'm like, okay, all right. I one word you to death. Like I just one word you and just show like I'm just not interested type of thing, and till it just kind of fizzles out.
Yeah.
I think it's to me, it's just me, dating in my 40s, like to me, ghosting is it's so cruel. Like it's like you didn't even okay, well, what did I do wrong, type of thing. But I
if
guess
I feel like it's worth telling you, then yeah, I would tell you. Like I feel like if you're a nice guy and I just don't like you like that, I will tell you. But like I said, if you just one of them that, you know what I'm saying, I'll just stop texting you and stop replying.
Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, so what do you feel like your mistakes that you made in the past have taught you?
My mistakes in the past have
taught
me that to be honest, you can never really, well, not to let my guard down so quickly, number one.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a real good one.
Not to let my guard down quickly, and also don't share your weaknesses with people, because you never know what their intentions are, and like, as soon as you get into it with them or something like that, they be ready to throw that in your face, or try to make you feel bad about something that you've done or went through or whatever the case may be. So don't share your weaknesses with people, even if you trust them. Like, even if you think you can just trust them with your life, like don't share your weaknesses with people. That's been my main thing with letting my guard down, because me, like, I know I'm a little mean and stuff sometimes, but I'm very trusting. Well, I can say people can trust me, so I feel like in the past, I automatically felt since like I was a trusting person and I was, a loyal person or whatever, that I would automatically get that same in return. Which I quickly found out that it's not the case. Right. And a lot of times when you show people that you're like, that you can be trusted or you're sweet, you can be sweet and kind to people and stuff, they take advantage of stuff like that. So, yeah. And I just, to be honest, I wish I would have, just like focused in, like when I graduated, I feel like I really wish I would have focused in, with the school, finished school, and just did what I had to do, to, better myself. But at the same time, I don't regret everything I went through. I hate that I went through a lot of stuff that I did go through, but at the same time, it built my character. So, and it made me the strong woman I am today, because I am a strong woman. And like I said, for sure, I wish I would have did things a better way, but at the same time, our story is already made, so everything that I went through was already going to happen. and I feel like it happened for the good. It happened in bad ways. Some ways was bad, but it happened for the good of my character development, and so.
Okay.
But if I could do it again, I probably would do things different. But at the same time, I don't know if I would, because like it did, it made me who I am today, and I'm proud of who I am. So.
Well, that's awesome. Awesome.
What about you?
Gosh, has taught me so much. It's sort of ridiculous, but because I've made so many mistakes, and I won't say that I have regrets, but I have made some, wrong turns that I wish I had made different choices at the, and kind of like what you said, it built me, it made me who I am. Um, but I feel like you don't always have to go through tough times to appreciate them and to know better. Sometimes you can see other people go through things and like, I don't want to go there. I do feel like that's an avenue. But sometimes, we have to go through things ourselves to really understand and realize, because I mean, so many things, like my relationship with everybody is based around things that I've gone through. Like, I can truly say, I understand my mom and I understand my dad better as human beings because of the situations that I've been through. Like, I get that they're just people trying to figure it out. And, they may have made some bad decisions or whatever, but they're still, deserving of love. They're still deserving of forgiveness. They're still deserving of, a good life after everything else. So for sure.
And that's what I was feeling. I was talking to my cousin about that earlier. Like, like me being a grown adult now and having kids of my own. Like now, I give I give my parents grace, because at the same time, they were learning as well, and they had their own issues going on as well.
Right.
And I know that now because I'm a mom, and it's kind of hard to juggle stuff like that, because I have to sit back and I have to sit back sometimes and take a step back and like really ground myself, because we all go through stuff, and if I'm going through something, I may lash out a little bit at one of my children or something like that. But I have to sit back and think, like, calm down. And I even may have to apologize, to my child because of something I may have said, or if I yelled at her or something like that, because of what I'm going through in my personal life.
Right. So for sure.
I definitely understand. I definitely give my parents grace, because, we all are human.
Awesome.
So
for sure.
Totally understand that now,
Right.
So.
Same here. Okay, so going forward, what do you do? What do you plan to do different? Or do you plan to do anything different going forward from this day? This is the first of the month, like second month of the year. Are we doing anything different this year than in the past?
The only thing I can say I'm gonna do different is well, moving forward, I'm gonna try to enroll in school. So, because when I get my little tax or whatever, I'm going to pay my student loan off. So, and I'm gonna try to enroll in school.
Okay.
And then I'm also trying to get on this little health journey. So I done made me a little appointment, or whatever, with the doctor, so we can get a little diet plan going on. Just give it him. Get a little diet plan going on, and whatever else I need to do. I'm just trying to be healthier. So for myself, number one, and then because I want to be around for my kids and my grandkids and stuff.
For sure.
But I'm gonna enroll in school and all that, and I'm just gonna see how to juggle all that, and continue to be a good mom because I'm not gonna change nothing about me being a mom because I feel like I'm a great mother. So
And you are, and
so
is.
yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna just get my health together and go to school and just continue to be a good mother and see how I'm gonna juggle all this. It's gonna be a challenge
Yeah, for
to balance
sure. For
everything,
sure.
but just gonna see how it goes. Take it one day at a time. That's all I can do, and just try to continue to enjoy my life more because in the past I just be in the house. I just be letting life pass me by and all this and that. But I don't start, getting out more, trying to
Okay.
enjoy myself because life is short and
For
you know
sure.
you need to
Sure.
enjoy your life stuff while you can. So
Right. For sure.
yeah. So what about you?
Mm, for me, mm, like I made some, I guess I wouldn't call them resolutions, but I will call some like declarations maybe that, I'm going to try to push forward on my vlogging and doing podcasts. It's like kind of just push myself because in the past I've been really, really trying to be private. And so this is a whole new wheelhouse for me. So it's like I just want to be out there. Like I want to help other people. Like I want to talk to them and I want to be of inspiration because, you know, yeah, I've done a lot of things wrong, but I did some things right. And some things I can tell you that I've been through that could possibly help another person. So I really truly feel like that's my calling. So I'm gonna push forward with that, with these kinds of types of conversations because I really enjoyed it. Like we talk, of course, but we talk about stuff like this, and it can help somebody else that with their relationship with their daughter or just anybody that's maybe feeling a certain way about certain things, but we're all in the struggle. We're all in the struggle together. We're trying to fulfill our dreams and do things, be better, do better, you know, be healthy and be present. So that's one of the things that I plan to do, like just be present in the moment because like you said, life is too short. And so like if something's going on, just enjoy the moment because you don't never know if you're gonna get it again or if it'll happen again or anything. Just enjoy the moment. And I don't know, like for my grandkids, I never knew, that there could be a love like that. People always say that it's different, and I never understood it until I became one. And I'm like, that love stuff, it's totally different with them grandkids. It's like on some other stuff. It's almost like, okay, they could, you know, murder everybody, in the African or Methodist church or whatever. I'm just saying, I ain't trying to pick nobody out. I'm just saying our grandkids be like, I'm telling you, that's like, oh well, he didn't mean to do it. You know what I'm saying? He was just, he was confused. This is kind of like, taking making light, not necessarily light, but it's different. It's a different kind of love. And I love them. And I love them, you know, everything I do pretty much I have them in mind sometimes. And so that, definitely it's something that I think about and I want to be like, okay, I want to do better. I want to be better. What can I do to make this visit a little bit better, different than the last visit? Because I want them to, because that's how you're going to make your impact on the world. It's what people thought of you when you were here. So if
Yeah.
they think of fond memories of me, so I live on after I pass away because they're going to remember, I remember when she did this. I remember when she took us there. I remember when, that kind of thing. She always made me feel loved. And that's all a kid ever wants. That's all children, all it, they, no matter what, they're gonna want someone to love them unconditionally. And
Yeah.
I never kind of, I when I was young, I didn't even really feel it. I'm just being honest. But as you get older and as find out and then have grandkids, it's just like, okay, the kids, it was kind of practice, but like the grandkids, like, okay, this game day. So, it's kind of hard to explain, but people who have grandkids, they know. But so just pretty much trying to be a better me, just trying to do, what I love and enjoy the moment. Just enjoy it and try to make every moment mean something. That's for me going forward. Whether it be with someone or not. But I think, God, He knows my desire of my heart. So He knows I do want to be, married again. But I do know this dating thing it can be a beast. So, it is what it is. But until then, until it happens, I still gotta live. I'm still gonna be me. I'm still gonna do what I do. So either they gonna like it or they ain't.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it is when you're in your 40s. At that point, we're like, hey, it is what it is.
I'm like that now too.
So, if I lean over and you might get like a slight little poop, like, oops, excuse me. But this is me. Love me or not. Hey, it is what it is, type of thing. But that's all the formal questions that I had. Not really formal, but kinds that I laid out. Is there anything like, you want to talk about, you want to mention, and you want to elaborate on for our viewers, or got anything you want to say or talk about?
I can't really say, off the top of my head, because believe it or not, I am a little shy.
Oh my God. When did that happen? When? Oh my God.
I am for real.
My grandbaby is like, she's got everybody in her. And when I say everybody, and ain't nobody in her body shy. Like, she may not feel like it, and she may not do it, but she ain't shy. So that's you in her too. That's you in her. So I'm like, shy? What?
I ain't gonna say shy, but I can't really put on the spot like that.
Yeah.
Something like that off my head.
Yeah. Gotcha. I mean, I have a little bit of shyness, but I'm trying to push through. You fake it till you make it. Hey. But I do appreciate you joining us tonight. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Yes. And give my grandbaby some kisses and some sugar for me. And tell them I'm gonna see them soon. Cause I love my babies. And thank you guys for watching another edition of Camille's Corner. And I hope you enjoyed the wind down. So, and it was me and my daughter. Okay. And her name is Briera. So, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. And hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Bye.